Hey friends, thanks for joining us today. In this video, you may recognize Brandon, who recently redid his entire kitchen. Check out the video posted right before this one to see his incredible kitchen transformation. He also redid his bathrooms, so in this video, you'll see his newly epoxy bathrooms, and he did an amazing job, so enjoy the video.
You can kind of see where he did some patches, puttied in the chipped areas. There's another spot over here that he already primed. That's all you got to do, guys. Just fill in your chips, make sure your front edges are all good. So as you can see, doing the same technique, dumping piles out randomly, and then we'll get the spreader and spread it all out. Alright guys, so now that he's got the color, what I would do is I would just start getting your edges first, right? So all you're doing is you're going to want to move this stuff around. You just basically flatten it off. And since there's no caulking back here, you don't really want to push it up there, it'll just run off. Just get it close as you can, and then you just kind of start going different directions. You can tell like it's real thick there, so maybe I'll pull some of that back. And we don't want to run it off the edge yet, so we'll get it right to the edge. And then when we're all done, we're going to take a roller and just roll the edges on. But it's that simple, and then when this all marbleizes out and the colors pop back, it's going to look really cool. Yeah, you can push it, pull it. It's a really easy technique, and this stuff self-levels. It's going to do all the work for you. All you're trying to do is get everything coated, and then we're going to spray some dispersing agents, and this stuff is going to look phenomenal. But yeah, you freaking got it, man. Dialed in. And you can see how thick of a build our product goes down. It's thick. It's not no thin paint. It's an actual coating. See how he's going different directions? That's what you want to do. You don't want to keep doing the same patterns. You want to go all different ways, and that's going to give you a really cool, unique look. And you see how he's still got some in the bucket? If he needs to add some anywhere, he's got product to do that. So it's always good to just save a little. And I'm just hitting the spots where I think is thin. Give some on all his edges there. And we'll even save some for the back counter. So now, notice how it's kind of running on the edges a little. We're not worried about that yet. We're going to come back with a roller and roll these edges. And once we get the edges rolled, the material will start to flow over evenly, and it's going to look really cool. So now we're going to go to the other bathroom. Same technique, guys, with the squeegee or the putty knife. And you could do a roller. You could roll this stuff out with a roller. This is just one technique we're showing you. It's really cool. If you do use a roller, a nap hair roller or a foam roller, it will blend the colors a little bit more, so just keep that in mind. Doing the squeegee, it doesn't really blend the colors as much, it just moves the material around. But this is honestly his first time doing a counter in epoxy and this technique, and I mean, he's making it look like he's done it before. See how when he moves it, it kind of mutes the colors and they don't look as vibrant. Don't worry, after about a half an hour, those colors will come back. The metallics will settle out, and you'll be able to see more of a silver here, more white here, more titanium. Right now it looks really muted. It's not gonna look even close to that in about a half an hour. This technique is a little bit harder than rolling it, because if you roll it, you just roll it around versus trying to putty it all out. But still, it's really simple. So now he's gonna just roll these faces out, and they're dripping over somewhere, some spots, and he's already rolled it in some epoxy downstairs, so it's already soaked. See how this is starting to marbleize out, colors are coming back.
The sides, though, are never going to have the same look as the top, though.
No.
And then...
Yeah, you can roll that in. Yeah.
Not that it's not a marble does either, though.
Okay.
Okay, so once you got that done, now we're gonna, he's got 91% isopropyl alcohol and some of our Snow White pigment powder mixed into it, and he's gonna mist the surface. So he's gonna do some test sprays to make sure he's got it how he's wanting it to spray. He's just wanting some fine mist, just like that, some sprinkles. So watch how this makes some really cool effects in the surface. It starts creating some really cool cells. And shake it up as you go, so you keep getting that white pigment out there. And look at that, guys. Awesome. Just gives it a really cool 3D look. Maybe get some under corner here, there's nothing there. Perfect. Look at that now, it just looks really crazy. Looks like a high-end piece of granite. And that's simple. Seriously, that's simple, guys. Look at that counter now. And you can do browns, you can do silvers. We have silver and coffee, but I mean, I think this looks phenomenal. Looks just like the sample board. Okay, so same technique. You're just gonna mist the surface. Keep shaking it up as you go. But look at how it just creates awesome cells just right off the bat. It's a really cool dispersing effect. And it's also adding some white pigment out there. And all that is 91% isopropyl alcohol, our metallic powder pigments mixed into it. And he's just misting the surface. But look at what that does. Such a cool look. All right, guys, so now you can see the edge is all really white. So he's gonna add some silver, dab it in randomly spots, and then he's gonna just brush it in, blend it in. And that's how you're gonna make the edges flow with the top of the counter. And if you guys were doing a backsplash, you'd be doing the backsplash the same exact way. And just apply some pressure. You can kind of see how it's getting sticky. That's what you want. And just try not to touch the top of the counter. So, like say you want to smear it in more, just kind of push some pressure and really kind of start blending that color. And now, instead of just being a white edge, now you got some color in it, and it's gonna help blend that face to the whole counter. Okay, so he's just kind of smearing around the edge, kind of move it flat back and forth. There you go. Yeah, there you go. This is gonna create a more natural edge looking than if you got any drips and it's too sticky to use a paintbrush or the roller. Your hand in a rubber gloves works really well. All you're trying to do is get any drips off, or there you go. And then looking at it as a whole makes the edges look a lot better. All right, so here's his upstairs too. He did both his bathroom, the guest bath, the master bath. New faucet, new sink. Just an awesome looking top. Here's the master counter. Redid that also for mica top, new backsplash, sinks, faucets. Pretty much redid all his counters in his house. And it didn't even take that long. Thanks for watching Leggari.com. We are the inventors of the DIY metallic epoxy countertop and floor kits. If you're not buying from us, you're not getting the original. Also, make sure you click the bell button once you subscribe. That's going to notify you every time we post a new video. We have some really cool products launching soon. You do not want to miss it. And remember, Leggari.com has you covered.